citizens of Nigeria. I said citizens of Nigeria. I have a question for you. Now, who uses the eNaira? Oh, I think they all walked away, so, Hello there, citizens of Nigeria. This is EgboJ20, and in today's video, I want to ask you watching a question. Who the heck uses the eNaira? Because seriously, I've never seen anyone use this before. Now, for context, if you're living under someone's rock, let me just explain this eNaira thingy to you in the best and shortest way possible. The eNaira is basically just a digital currency made by the CBN to probably better help the economy. It's like a digital reserve currency or something, and it's under the blockchain and all that stuff that I really can't explain. But if you want to know more about the eNaira, there's a big tech YouTuber in Nigeria, Fisudo, who made a whole video. He has a playlist about the eNaira, which you can just go watch up here or in the description. But before I get started, let me just put out some disclaimers. CBN, BitInc, eNaira people, if you're watching this, just know that this video is not here to bring down the eNaira in any way, shape, or form. I just feel like sharing my opinions, and just know that my opinions may differ from yours, and opinions are subjective and so on. But with that out of the way, let's get started. Now, first of all, the eNaira is so stressful to fund. The only way you can fund an eNaira account is if, one, you know someone that has an eNaira account that can transfer it to you from there, or if two, you do it from your banking app. Now, I thought the CBN said that they wanted to make eNaira available for everyone, including those who don't have bank accounts. So why is it that only those that have bank accounts have access to this eNaira? It's not making any sense at all, in my opinion. Now, if you want to fund your eNaira account, as I said, you need to have a banking app or someone who has an eNaira account that can fund the eNaira for you. So here is a screen of my banking app, for example. Here I have to put in my name, I have to put in my eNaira handle, which is basically my email that I used to register for eNaira. I have to put in my eNaira password, and then it's just so stressful. I didn't even know how to fund my eNaira account until I watched Fisudo's video. And you also have to keep in mind that if you're making an eNaira account, you have to register with one of your banks, and you need to have the banking app as well. So it's only certain banks that are able to register with eNaira. In one of Fisudo's videos, he stated that if you have multiple bank accounts and they're all compatible with eNaira, that you could only make one eNaira account with one of these bank accounts, and that you can't link your other bank accounts with that one eNaira account that you made. And if you wanted to make eNaira accounts for all those bank accounts that you have that are eNaira compatible, that you would have to make another eNaira account and link all those bank accounts individually for each account you want to make, which really isn't fair, man. It doesn't really make sense to me, which is why I would say that the only solution to this is if now that you transfer the money to your bank account, to the main one that you used to register for an eNaira account, and then just fund it from there. That's my opinion on this. Another thing I don't really like about the eNaira app is that you can't even change your eNaira username. That eNaira username is practically useless because you can't even change it or do anything with it at all, in my opinion. It's just, there. It's not there to do anything. And in my opinion, the eNaira practically doesn't have any use case because I can't use this eNaira account to do anything. For me, I have an eNaira account, but I can't literally do anything with it. The only thing I can see you doing with this eNaira account just to save money, keep it there and forget about the money. That's the only thing I can see you doing with this. And because of this, I would rather use other fintech apps like Kuda Bank or OPay and so on, because these fintechs are doing much better than the eNaira. Now, CBN, BitInc, and other eNaira people who made the eNaira, if you're watching this video, I want to try giving some solutions as to how the eNaira could get better and have more of a use case and more value. Now, number one is to make the eNaira more accessible. Now, they said they wanted to make the eNaira available to those who don't have bank accounts. And have they done that? And oh no! Now, what they could do is that they could copy other fintechs. Now, like for example, OPay, you can open an OPay account without having a bank account linked to it or something, like without your KYC. But then if you're opening it with like that, then it would mean that you would only have like low transfer limits and all that. That's the same thing that eNaira can do for those people who don't have access to bank accounts. Now, number two is to make the ability to transfer eNaira from your banking app to be much easier. What they could just do is that they could simply make an account number for the eNaira, and then from there you can easily just transfer money from there and receive. And then even on the eNaira like app, you could also like transfer money to other people's bank accounts without having to withdraw the money from your eNaira account to your main bank account, and then from there you have to do all like, because it's stressful, so stressful. Another thing that they can do is this. So they said that they want to make a new card scheme, the CBN. Like, you know how we have MasterCard or Visa or Verve card, that they want to make their own type of card scheme. Now, what they could do is that they could literally try to link this new card scheme to the eNaira account. So let's say now that you're going to pay for something, you could just, have this card scheme card or whatever, and then from there it's linked to your eNaira account. And when you now want to make payments, the transaction will take place at your eNaira account. And I feel that that's how this thing will be much more useful. Another way that eNaira can be much more useful is if it could be used in stores or supermarkets or whatever. So for the eNaira, they have two separate apps, which are the ones for individuals and the ones for merchants and businesses. Now, I remember that OPay used to do something like this, where now like you would have a sticker, like a QR code sticker, and then if you scanned it, you could pay for anything directly. Now, that's the same thing that eNaira could do. Like, they could do something like this, and then you just get your phone, go open the eNaira app, and then you just scan the eNaira sticker that a merchant would have, and from there you can pay for things with ease and no stress at all. They could even try to copy like, Google Pay, Apple Pay, like if you're in countries like America, for example, and you have like an iPhone or something like that, and it works with NFC, near field communication, something like that, and then you just put your phone over the counter, and from there you pay for something. Like, I feel as if eNaira could also try doing something like this. Like, it would give this thing much more of a use case, and it would be really cool if it was implemented right by the CBN. And also, finally, I've heard that people are having issues trying to open an eNaira account that is stressful and everything. I just wish that the CBN could also look into that and try making it easier for people, and try to respond to people in the best way possible, because I just feel as if it would make it much better. Now, with these few points of mine, I hope I've been able to convince you and not deceive you that these are the things that eNaira should do for it to become better. So if you have anything to add, please just comment below, okay? And I hope I see you guys next time. Peace out.